Hello, welcome back. If you're new here, my name is Valeria and I'm upcoming personal trainer and I do fitness and weight loss related content. In this video, I am taking you through a week of workouts. I work out 6 times a week. This workout plan I programmed myself and it works the best for me and my fitness goals. Currently, I'm on a cutting phase, so the goal is to lose fat and preserve my muscle mass. So without further ado, let's get into that. Start off my week with the chest and back workout. The first exercise is dumbbell incline chest press. This is one of the compound exercises for chest, and here I try to arch my back and push through heels. When I go down, I stretch my chest as far as I can and then push all the way up. I work up my weights and decrease my reps, as you can see. I usually do 2 to 3 working sets with the challenging weight and 2 to 3 warm-up sets. After I move to another compound exercise, and it is bench press. I start with lighter weight to feel the exercise and progress with adding weights to the bar, and of course I'm going with my reps down. Here I was already quite warmed up from previous exercise. I did 4 sets of 6 to 8 reps with challenging weight, which is for me 45 kgs for now. Next, I do back exercises, and a couple of months ago I put a small goal towards my back training, and it is to be able to do a pull-up. I feel that I'm pretty strong at the gym, but pull-up was something I couldn't do because I was simply not training for that. After 2 months of incorporating supported pull-ups into my upper body days, I was able to do 1 pull-up. Now the goal is to increase this number. So I do 3 to 4 sets of supported pull-ups, also decreasing the support weight. I try to go slowly down and to train negatives as well. After I do some kind of row exercises, this time I wanted to try this machine, so I decided to go with the seated cable row. And here as well I do 4 sets of 8 to 10 reps with increasing the weights each time. Next exercise for back is face pulls. I like to incorporate this exercise into my routine for better posture and overall back health. I try to stretch my back when I go forward and squeeze with a small pause when I pull to really feel the trapezius and rhomboids muscles working. Tuesday is a glute and hamstrings day for me. I start off with dynamic stretches to warm up my hips, and I move to my 1 to 2 warm-up sets of lunges. I hate that exercise, but it is one of the compounds unilateral exercises for building or toning up your legs. And here I as well do 3 working sets, gradually building up my weights on the bar. Recently, I did 60 kgs for 6 reps per each leg. For this exercise, I go full depth, so no cheat, and try to touch the floor with my knee and then go back up. So if you want to incorporate this exercise into your routine, try to choose the weight you are comfortable to do full range of motion. Next up is everyone's favorite is Romanian deadlift or RDL. I perform this exercise 4 sets with rep range of 12, 10, 8, and 6, where for the last 2 sets I go with a heavier weight. After I moved to hip thrust, and I was not really serious about this exercise before, so that's why my weight here is pretty low, but I still try to progress here every week. Hip thrust is the king of glute building exercises, we all know that. So I do it twice a week on my leg days, and to be honest, even while cutting I started to see quite good results in my glutes, so highly recommend it as well. And to finish off my workout, I did 3 sets of leg curls. Here I don't go heavy and I do more volume just to have that spicy finisher for my glutes and hamstrings. And we're moving to Wednesday, and it is arms day for me. I really enjoy training arms separately as I feel like I go heavier on weights than when I'm training arms with bigger muscle groups like chest or back. I start with dumbbell shoulder press. This is a staple exercise for me, which I have been doing consistently since I started training in 2020, and to be honest with you, it gave me good results. I think I have some noticeable shoulder development since that, and of course my strength progressed a lot. I performed that exercise again with 2 to 3 warm-up sets with lower weight, and then I pick up heavier dumbbells and do another set until I feel like I cannot anymore. Training to failure, one of the methods I incorporate a lot into my routine to challenge my body. Next, I move to upright rows. I like that exercise as well. I try to stop on the level of my boobs to do a small pause there and then go back down. I perform it 4 sets, 12 to 10 reps. And last but not least, exercise for shoulders is lateral raises. Here I don't try to go super heavy, but I do volume. I keep my shoulders down and do again a small pause on the top to feel that muscle contraction. Next, I usually do a couple of exercises for biceps. I try to switch them and do whatever I feel like. That day it was seated bicep curl and rope bicep curl. I did 4 sets of each exercise with 10 to 12 rep range. And I finished off with tricep exercise. Not my favorite part to train, but I did cable tricep extensions, 4 sets with 12 to 15 rep range. Thursday is a cardio and abs day for me. I usually do 40 to 45 minutes on incline, treadmill, and finishing off with some ab exercises. This day I also did lower back extensions, and I do skip it on my back or leg days, but I still think it is super important to strengthen your lower back as it will help you with other exercises like squat or deadlift. And we're moving on to Friday, and it is a second leg day of the week for me. I start off with dynamic stretches as usual, and then I move to warm-up set of barbell squats. I perform 10 to 12 reps and then add more weight and decrease my reps. With squat, I really try to go heavy but still keeping good form. So last set this day I did 90 kgs times 5 reps. I would say mobility is very important for a good squat, so take your time to stretch and do a proper 2 to 3 warm-up sets before going heavy. After I do 3 sets of split squats, another exercise I hate, but I still do it as it is really challenging for me. But for the past year, I progressed a lot with that exercise in my weight. So I went from 12 kgs to 18 kgs. I do 3 sets of 10 reps per each leg. This exercise, I try to go as low as I can to have a bigger range of motion, and I also try not to drop it all the way down, but do it controlled and more slowly to feel it more in my glutes. And then in my quads, I also lean a bit more forward. Next one is hip thrust. I already mentioned I do it 2 times a week to really see more progress in my glutes. And here again, I did 2 warm-up sets and then 2 working sets. And I finish off this leg day with leg extensions, and here I do 3 to 4 sets, 15 to 12 reps with moderate weight. Saturday is the last workout of the week, and it is the full upper body workout for me. I try to hit all the upper body muscle at this day, and it is quite a lot, so I do 1 to 2 exercises per muscle group. I start off with incline bench press. As always, I performed 1 to 2 warm-up sets and 2 working sets with rep range of 4 to 6 with a heavy weight. After I move to lat pull downs, here I try to lean a little bit to the back when I'm going down, and I control my negatives when I'm going up. Then I do cable row, also picking up quite challenging weight here. After it is a turn for shoulder exercises. I do dumbbell shoulder presses, which I already did this week as well. As you can see, I really do not include too much of different exercises into my workouts. I better will be progressing and mastering my form in exercise I know that works. After I do cable regular raise variation just to switch it a little bit up, and I did again 4 sets of 10 reps per each arm. Then I do any kind of bicep exercise. This time it was barbell bicep curl. And finishing off with a tricep machine dips and some cardio on an inclined treadmill.